What's up? What's up? Hi guys. Welcome to my first episode of Mariah Hard Conversations. Yo, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Maya's front and center right here. Ready. She's ready. I'm so excited because this is something I've been wanting to do for a little while now, and I just kind of kept putting it on the back burner because I had so much other stuff to do. But I'm excited to be doing this right now. Let's go. Mariah Hard Conversations is an idea I had a while ago because, and if you know me, you know that like in my community, I really like to foster a really safe and positive environment where we can talk about everything and communicate, you know, free from judgment. If y'all know me, I can talk about the hard shit, and I try to do so in a way where it's not like super intense, you know, and if we have a difference of opinion, like we hear each other out. So this stream is sponsored by some of you have probably seen him around in the community, BBXTMO. As you can see, beep, 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 beep. He is just a really dope individual and very generous, and you know, out here to help people of color and you know, give them a platform or maybe help them with some resources in order to get their voices heard. I had a conversation with this individual. I feel like we see a lot of things very similarly, and he just wants to help. Very selfless, very giving, and I'm here for that. Like that's the good energy that you want to have around you and whatnot. So look forward to working more with this individual in the future. And he has so generously sponsored this stream. I'm really excited for my first guest. Even though we came from pretty different upbringings, like she's from the South. I grew up on the West Coast. We're similar in the sense that we're both a part of the LGBTQ community. We're both Black women. She's a good friend of mine. I love her to death. I respect the hell out of her. Motherfucking Erica Bougard. Nike athlete, an Olympian, track and field, heptathlete, and out and proud member of the LGBTQ plus community. So I had a little chat with her and kind of picked her brain on what she wanted to talk about today. And she wanted to talk about her coming out story and kind of how it was coming out to traditional family members. I don't want to go too much into it because I want to give her that opportunity to kind of talk and explain. But I can relate because I've had to come out and my parents didn't accept that shit about me when I first came out. I was actually outed by another sibling. But this isn't about my coming out story. We'll probably talk about it a little bit, but I really want to put my attention to Bougard and allow her to kind of tell her story and stuff, because I think for us in the LGBTQ community, like we need to hear these stories. We need to see other individuals, and we need to see representation of people that are doing it. And Bougard's one of the most, if not the most successful person I know. And, you know, like you can be successful, you can have your life, and then you can have this, which is a big part of your identity, but it isn't everything. So I'm going to get her on the show. I'm going to pop up my BRB screen right now so I can get her in a Discord video call, and we'll go from there, right? All right. What's good? I got to switch this around because I thought it was, I got my name under yours. Can you see my stream right now?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Hold on. What's good? I got to switch this around.
I look good. That's all that matters. Jeez.
You look fire as per usual.
Yeah.
Can we talk about your style? Because you always have the best fucking style. I love it.
Hey, I literally just found myself less than like 2 years ago. Like, we're chilling.
I love that.
Figure shit out.
You know what? Like we learn and we grow, and we just got to be open to that growth. You know what I'm saying?
Every time, yes, I agree.
Let's go. Okay, Ms. Bougard.
Yeah.
I love the shit out of you. Your hair's looking fly.
Hey,
oh my God. Let's go.
Like a dope ass person.
So I told you that I wanted to have you on my show. This is my first episode.
Look, first guest. Come on.
Looking excited. This is going to go on YouTube, so it's going to have somewhere to live. So we talked a little bit about this, but I kind of want to open the floor to you to tell us a little bit about how you grew up, the type of household you grew up in, and, you know, that journey that you were on, you know, before you came out.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, first of all, like, small town USA. Y'all know how they go. You can't tell nobody nothing. You just follow the rules, basically. So I grew up I have 7 brothers. But I grew up in a household with like it was only four brothers, like 4 boys, and then me. So like my grandparents like took it upon themselves. Like my mom, my dad had the babies, can take care. They can take care of us. So like
It
grandparents
happens.
took on that role, you know. So
Mm.
like I was raised by my grandparents my whole life, and then I'm growing up with all these boys, and it's just like, oh my god, they're disgusting. I'm cleaning up after them. My grandma cleaning up after them. Like it's just me and her doing the hard work all the time. So like after that, like it was just like my brothers were always like influencing me. So like I have an older brother, and then I'm the second oldest, and then the rest of them are younger. They will always talk about like come to a group and we're chilling. We finally got like cell phones and shit. Like, and it was like, oh my god, this girl's bad. This girl this girl's that. And I'm like, yeah, she kind of is, like, you know. But I would
Right?
never
Like,
say that.
hey.
I would never say that. But like, I was like, she's kind of attractive, bro. Like, if I had a chance, I'd do that, you know. So
Yo, yeah,
like,
you wanted to be
so
like, yo, bro.
I feel like growing up with like multiple men in your life, just like all men, only women I met. I didn't meet women in my family until I was 16.
Mm. Oh,
So
shit.
it's just like it's so like damn, like I legit are into women because of my brothers. This is what
Yeah.
I feel like, you know.
Yeah.
So like they were doing that. They was always looking at women and doing this like she bad, she this, she that, and I would always agree, but like in my own mind, I would never say nothing. And then when I finally got to college, you know, I can express myself. Like
Freedom.
I'm free. I got a full ride scholarship. I'm doing the best out of all of my
Mm.
people. I'm chilling, free to express all of that. So like, yeah, that's when I finally like explored my sexuality, and I was just like, okay, bro, like I fuck with women, but I
Mm.
also fuck with men too, though. Like I had boyfriends, and I was super into them, but then they always let me down. Cool. But then I always had then I had my first girlfriend. I was like madly in love, head over heels type shit, and then she let me down too. So like it was just like damn. Like right now I'm playing the fence.
I
Like at
think
the
it's
end of the day, yeah.
genderless.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I feel like I want to be with a woman over a man, but like at the same time, like I still like to get deep down, you know? I'm just
No, look, say how you feel. You know what I think though, the beauty about sexuality is like you don't have to be a certain way, right? Like you don't
Yeah.
have to like pick an identity and stay that way for the rest of your fucking life. Like we just
Yeah.
talked about, like you grow and you embrace that growth. And if you meet a dude that you're into and that's like where you want to go, like no judgment, like do you, you know? Like find
That's what
love.
yeah, like
That's
guys
all it
are like
about.
they're solid, they're legit, but then sometimes they just don't know what the fuck. It's just like,
Right.
do you actually care about me? Or you just trying to have sex
Mm,
with me? You know, that type stuff.
yeah.
My bad. You know?
You're pretty banging though. I will say that.
Yeah, they're
And you got a fucking resume. And you could take care of dude if you wanted to. Have like
but
a
like
house husband or something.
the thing is like, who wants a house husband? That shit sounds ridiculous.
Look, I make
Come
no
on, bro.
judgments. Okay. And you
You want
already
a
had
house
a lot
husband?
of testosterone in your life growing up.
Oh
So
my god, so much. Oh my god, it's just like radiating off my skin. Testosterone, I can't.
they all seem dope as fuck. I mean, I don't know them, but you know, via social media and seeing their
If
pictures
you
and
knew my
stuff.
brothers, bro, we're also it's so crazy. Like I get how people be like, it's so crazy that like you grow up with these same people, but everybody's so different.
Yeah.
Like one of my brothers into like Bitcoin and all this extra
Ooh.
like all that stuff, you know? And
Mm-hmm.
like he's in the NFTs right now. I told
Love
him
that.
to do that. I had to let him know. I was like, bro, do it right now because like you never know.
Exactly.
And he into all that. And then one of my brothers into guns. What? What are we talking about? NFTs, guns, and then one of my brothers is like he's gonna have his own little family. He doesn't know
Aw.
the gender. He doesn't know the gender yet, but I know the gender. And it's like, I know it's so
Wait, what
cute.
is it? Tell all. I'm just kidding. Don't tell us. Don't
I
tell
can't.
us. No.
But like he's so like into that, and then like it's just like all of my brothers were so different. And then one of my brothers was like he started streaming too, cause like he saw me streaming. So I was like, okay, cool, bro, like do your thing. Like he finna
Let's
get
go.
affiliated. I
Let's
was
go. What's
okay.
his stream? Let's shout him out.
His name is Taydo, like TAYDO_. Like that's my brother, bro.
Let's
Like
go. Sean,
that's the
can
homie.
you shout that out?
Yeah,
Let's
and
show him some love.
he just started streaming. He's trying to get affiliated. He's so excited about it, and I fuck with him heavy. So
Let's
like,
go. Does he play
cool,
Warzone?
yeah, he nothing but like Rebirth right now.
Oh, I got you. I got
Yeah,
you.
so
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
I want to circle back,
okay.
and like you said, your grandparents were pretty traditional. Was there any sort of vibe in your household growing up toward gay people or towards the LGBTQ community?
No. That never even occurred to anybody in my family as I was growing up. But when I went to college, just when I was like, I knew because like, oh, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was like a part of an AAU basketball team, and there was like this girl that I had a crush on. I was like, why do I feel this way about this girl? Like, she's literally just talking to me. She's literally just doing this to me and that to me. Like we just like hanging out, and then we're playing basketball together. So like, I was fucking with her, and then it was just like she came over and we was hanging out and she kissed me, bro. I didn't do nothing to her. She kissed me and I was like, damn, I might be into women.
That was great. Oh my
Oh,
God, that's hot.
hey,
Good for her.
no, I was so confused. And then it was just like, okay, cool. We hung out a couple times, we kissed, we made out like plenty of times. And that's as far as it went because like I'm in high school, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
So made out with her a couple times, and then I was like, okay, I like women, bro. Like women are fucking attractive. She made me feel like I was like the only person that mattered in the world, and then
Yeah.
women, which kind
Yeah.
of weird, as
Yeah.
a kid. So like that happened, and then her and I didn't work out because like she was not even that attractive, bro. But like I was just like I got some attention from somebody,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
like that type shit.
Yeah.
So like that happened, and then after that, that was like the year before I went to college, and then I got a full ride scholarship, and then I pursued my sexuality then.
Right.
But
I was I
it took
was
a while though.
I was similar. Once I got out, I went across the country to college, and
Mhm.
I was free and I was able to explore my sexuality and, like be out to everybody there, but at home I wasn't out.
And yeah, I'm saying I was in college, I was exploring. At home, nobody knew.
Exactly. Okay, so how old were you when you came out, and what kind of led you to that decision?
Or you know how you said somebody else outed you?
Yeah. Oh, you got outed?
So I got outed.
No shot.
And so like
Oh.
my dad and my mom, they didn't raise me. I was raised by my grandparents.
Mhm.
But like my dad and my mom knew from an early age. I was like a sophomore in college, and I brought a girl home. And then like I was like, this is my friend, this is my best friend, blah 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 blah. But like my dad and my mom saw straight through that. So I was
Mhm.
like, okay, well, whatever. I was like, this is actually my girlfriend. Like, this is my first girlfriend. This is me trying, like,
Mhm.
just hanging out with her. We're having fun. Dad and mom didn't care. I didn't care what they thought because like they didn't raise
Right.
me. So like why do I
Right.
care? Um, but I'm a professional athlete now. I run for Nike. I do all this. Look, I'm an Olympian. I'm doing all this stuff for myself. And then, hey, come on,
Mm.
snap.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
So
Yes,
I'm
you
doing all
are.
this shit. I'm doing all this shit for myself, and then all of a sudden, my my brother puts on an interview for my grandparents. And then in the interview, I said that I'm a beautiful bisexual black woman, and I would not stop being myself for nobody else. I said that in an interview, but my brother put on the interview for my grandparents.
Oh my. Did he
I was
know? Was
like,
it an accident? Did he know that you said that?
it was an accident. He just wanted to watch it. He just wanted to watch me like I was like I'm doing this interview with Nike. Like this shit is big. Like I'm excited about it. So he was excited that I was excited about it. So he
Yeah.
put it on in the living room. And when I kid you not, like my grandmother, she saw the interview. As soon as I said bisexual, she walked out the room.
Oof.
And he called me. He was like, Grandma just walked out the room. I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't mean to out you. Like, I don't, you like, I, like, the whole thing with me, I was going to keep it a secret for the rest of my life. It don't matter if my
Yeah.
grandparents know or not because I'm going to be myself regardless.
Yeah.
So, my grandmother, she walked out the room and she called me immediately. She's like, I just saw your interview with Nike, blah, blah, blah. She was like, congratulations. She was like, you know what I didn't like though? And I was like,
Oof.
this me in my head. I didn't say nothing. I was like,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, what didn't you like, grandma? And she was like, the whole thing about like you being bisexual. She was like, that's nobody's business. You should never say that to anybody ever again. Like she basically made it seem like it was like wrong. So she
Mhm.
was like, don't say this to nobody else for the rest of your life. She was like, anytime I go home now, she'll be like, okay, you're finna get an interview from this TV company because like
Yeah.
I'm doing great things for like a population of 1,200. I'm coming from a small town.
Yeah.
She was like, anytime I go home, she would make it a note. Like she'd be like, Erica, don't tell nobody your business. Like you being whoever you like, that's who you like. Don't tell nobody. That's your own business. Don't. I don't
Yeah.
want to hear about it. Nobody else should hear about it.
Uh-huh.
So basically, so like when I go home, I'm straight, I guess.
Can I ask you a question though? Do you think that she's telling you that out of fear that you're going to get hurt? Like, is it a protective sort of thing, or is it that she just
I
doesn't
won't get
like it and
hurt.
she's embarrassed?
I'm confident she's embarrassed.
Yeah.
She doesn't like that.
Yeah.
Because like I remember one time growing up, this was like years back before I even went to college.
Mm-hmm.
One of my cousins, she's gay,
Mm-hmm.
and she was dating a girl, and she brought the girl over, and my grandmother was like, "One of your so-called cousins, like, what does that mean? She is my cousin." She was like, "One of your
Right.
so-called cousins are saying that like she's gay, she's dating this girl." She was like, "Ever, don't you ever fucking do anything like that ever in your life?" And I was like, "What?" This was before I even went to college, and I was like, "Bro,
Yeah.
like I know for a fact before I went to college that I like women,
Right.
but I like men too." So like it's just like, girl,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't want to tell my grandparents, but like they're super old school. But like, I gotta respect that. But
Yeah.
like to this day, I kid you not, I would not bring up anything about a woman. And
Yeah.
I feel like if I get married to a woman today, she would not come to my wedding.
Wow. That's got to be hard.
I mean, it's hard to an extent, but then at the same time, I understand. So like, I'm not gonna judge my grandma. That's my rock, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not judging her.
Do you feel like you would ever sit down and have a conversation with her?
I tried.
Yeah.
She not fucking with it. She just would rather not talk about it. Just like act like it's not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like she's super old school, so I understand. Like I'm not hurt about it anymore because like she knows. The fact that she knows now, and at first she didn't know. She didn't know for like 4 or 5 years, you know.
Yeah.
But the fact that she knows now, it's like okay, cool, she get it. But she would never come. I know for a fact she would never come to a wedding or anything like that.
Right. That's.
And
I mean, that's got to be hard. For me, like I feel sad because of that. Because you have a wedding, you're gonna obviously want her there.
yeah, that's my baby, bro. Like she literally
Yeah.
raised like that's my bread and butter right there. She's the reason who I am today. You know, like
Yeah.
that's cool me.
Well, I
But
really
I can't do
hope.
nothing about it.
I really hope that I was in a situation when I came out that my parents did not accept it at all, and
Like what happened?
now they
What happened?
do. So what had happened was my brother's also gay, and he was like
Hey.
he was like, Mariah, I need you to come home with me. I'm gonna come out to mom and pop. And this was when I was still in undergrad, so I was probably like 20 or something. And he came out to them, and I was sitting at the top of the stairs. It was just him and my parents in the room, and so I could hear and see, but I wasn't a part of the conversation. And my mom started crying. My dad was like super upset. And then like the following day, my oldest brother was in the car with them, and he's like, well, Mariah's gay too, right? Like he just outed me. And I mean, luckily, like,
Wasted no time.
yeah, it was kind of fucked up. But luckily, I was there with my other brother, and so we kind of went through it together. And my mom did the whole like, we can't have grandchildren and all this stuff. And I'm adopted, so when she said that to me, I was just like, what do you mean? Like, I can adopt, and they would be your grandchildren, right? Because I'm your child, and it was a lot of mixed emotions. And then my mom passed away in 2012, and she had cancer, and we were all there with her when it was happening. And she had a private conversation with my dad, and she was like, you just need to get over this because like life is too short. And so after that, my dad and I, like, I've always been a daddy's girl. I've always been close with my dad. And after that, we just got closer, and like my dad became more open, and he was able to communicate more. And now I have a really great relationship with him. But you know me, like, I'm always open. I'm always going to be myself. So if I love a woman and I'm with a woman, like, I'm going to share that with them, and they can either get on board or not, because, like, I want to have that same kind of happiness that my parents had. They were married for like 37 years. And so I want to have that kind of happiness. And I think it's a little bit different than grandparents. And also I think that we were like raised a little bit different, but like I would never disrespect my father. But at the same time, like I've always been this way. He knows that I've always been outspoken. I've always been like fight the power sort of person, And so, but I think it was my mom that did it, really. She was like, you need to get over this, put all of this aside and love on your kids. And so after that, he was cool with it. He was much less worried about me. He was more worried about my brother because I don't know, men are more homophobic, I think, to other men than they are to women, you know? Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of how it happened to me, for me, but it wasn't easy. But I do hope, and I do know that, and that was like a good 7 or 8 years after we'd come out that they finally came on board. So I do,
like last year type shit. Like my grandparents watched this interview that I did recently with
yeah,
Nike. Because they so excited about me being a part of Nike and me signing my contract, like
yeah,
all this stuff. I'm a professional athlete. I'm the
mm-hmm.
best. Like I'm literally like, you know, out of your family, like who does the best, and then like people are
Yeah,
like, oh, that's literally me. So like it's fine.
yeah.
But the fact that she had to hear through an interview, and then my brother was like, I didn't know you was gonna say that, Erica. I was like, you right. You right. You didn't know I was gonna say that, but like, damn, nigga, like, stop showing her shit. Like, just show her some graces. Show her some graces. But
Right.
like, yeah, nah, like she not fucking with it to this day.
Yeah.
If I go home and I'm chilling and I leave to go somewhere, I was like, I'm gonna go see one of my aunts or like my great aunts or something. She would be like, don't tell them about your sexuality. She would say that shit to my face. She was like, don't tell them anything about your personal life. Like that's your business. Don't say shit. And I'm like, grandma, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
okay, like you think I'm gonna like talk to my great aunt and be like, yeah, I'm gay? You think I'm gonna say that shit? I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
But she be saying that, like she would let me know every time that like that's not appropriate. You
But
know?
do you think they know?
She's old school. She's super old school. What?
Do you think they know? I mean, did they watch the interviews and stuff too?
I think that like my aunts and stuff.
Yeah.
Only people who actually know is all of my brothers. One of my aunt who was like she grew up with me, and then like I have an aunt Karen, and she literally fucking Karen, but she literally like she's been to like London. She's flew to see me like perform and stuff like that. She knows everything about me.
Yeah.
She knows that like women. She know like men. Like but like, but I know for a fact like she would never judge me for
Yeah.
no reason.
Okay, but I think what I love about you though is that you're out, you know? Like, I mean, you're on one of the biggest stages in the fucking world. And, you know, like,
I finally got noticed at the past Olympics.
Yeah?
I finally got fucking noticed. I was on like the top 10 list of LGBTQ
Yeah.
A+. Like, we was on the list, and it was like soccer, it was like basketball, it was track, and I was the number one for track. I was like, let's fucking go.
Let's go. I love that. I hope that honestly, because I think you're such a great role model.
That shit was wild.
Anyway, I think you would be like such a dope like figure in representation in the LGBTQ community, and I feel like, you know, Nike has recognized that, right? They've recognized that with you.
I had 2 campaigns with Nike so far on the LGBTQ. I can show y'all. I can run them bitches, but like,
send us the link.
I'll send you a link.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Have bad commercials with Nike and everything on LGBTQ.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They used me, and I was like, okay, let's fucking go.
Let's go. So what I hope is that like over time, because it did take my parents time, I hope that over time your grandparents do come around and you know, it's going to be hard and there's no guarantees, but you know, see that you are out there, you're happy, you're making a positive impact on the world, and you are, you know, loving people and, you know, not putting any sort of hatred or negativity out there, and that your grandparents see that and eventually come around. Okay, I have another question. This is a good one, and this is one I'm very curious for you. If you had any advice for your younger gay self, or any, you know, people that are still in the closet, or any people that are out there not living their true selves, what would that be?
Don't hesitate. Speak your truth. I wish I would have said that shit a long time ago, and I feel like I would have had like such a relief like off my shoulders. I would have been chill. But like, it's just the fact that like we're scared. We're always scared in some type of way. Like, you don't know. I don't know what people's families are like. My family was like more strict. My family didn't fuck with it at all. Like, not even in the slightest. Maybe somebody else's family was just like, okay, we still love you regardless. Mine, nah. So like, whenever you feel some type of way, whenever you feel feelings for another, like the same sex, just say that. It's not nobody cares. It's 20 fucking 20. What is it, 21 or 22? I'm confused.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't remember. I think it's like 2024. But like say that shit immediately. You're
Mhm.
fine. And people will love you and respect you for who you are no matter what.
Yeah.
And I wish I would have had that shit going for me a long time ago. But like in this day and age, nobody should feel ashamed of what you actually are.
Yeah. I
I
think it
fuck with
takes
it.
a lot of courage, yeah? Like
If
to
you need me, hit me up on Instagram. I swear to God, I will help you. But like, don't feel no type of way about coming out to nobody, bro. Like you are uniquely you, bro.
Mhm.
And we love. And I swear to God, everybody will love you who you are, no matter what.
Yeah.
If people actually love you and love you how they say they love you, it don't matter what you are or who you are, they will love you for who you are. So like, let's
Mhm.
get it. That type
Yeah.
shit.
I agree with that. I agree with that fully.
Yeah, like come on, bro.
As an out person, I can't stress enough how free that you feel, how like
Yeah.
what a weight it is lifted off your shoulders to live in your
Oh my
truth and to
God.
be able to be
Yes.
yourself.
Yes, I agree.
Mhm.
Wholeheartedly. I
Mhm.
agree. Mariah, I can't.
And yeah, and there are hotlines out there. There's phone numbers you can call, like if you are in an environment where, people don't accept it, like there are people that you can call that will help you through that. My line is always open. I know Bogard's line is always
Same,
open.
same, man.
Like we are here for our LGBTQ family, because it is
Correct.
not easy. It's not easy out there.
Some people get disowned, but I was like fortunate enough I didn't get disowned. Like even though my grandparents didn't agree with it, they raised me, they did their thing. They didn't agree with it, but they also didn't disown me. Like
Hmm.
some people like come out to their parents or their friends or their family and everybody was just like fuck that person.
Hmm.
Like I don't want nothing to do with this person like ever again in life. Like they
Hmm.
will cut them off for the rest of their life and then they gotta go make their own.
Hmm.
And for those people, I feel sad for. I hate
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
it's like, why?
Yeah, that's why it takes a lot of courage. Yeah, and there's definitely things in life that we're never gonna understand. I'm never gonna understand, how you could hate somebody for being gay. But there
It
are.
makes me. I can never like put two and two together because like it's just like, okay, you absolutely hate this person for being gay, but like, aren't they the same person that you knew and grew up with your whole life?
Mm-hmm.
Or no? Or
Mm-hmm.
no? Let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Or no? Come
Yeah.
on, like this shit
Yeah.
don't make sense to me. Like, come
Yeah.
on, bro. This is the same person that made you laugh, made your day. Like you felt bad, and then they picked up for you. That they picked you up and when you were sad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are you mad because they're gay?
Yeah. It literally changes nothing.
I'm
It changes
confused.
nothing.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
don't
be
know. Maybe
saying.
it's like a pride thing, or sometimes people just can't get past it. But like, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I
That's how I
do.
feel too. Like
I do
sometimes, like,
honestly
screw.
think that like when some of the people out there, if they are like fuck you after learning about something like that, then
Yeah,
for me it's like good riddance. You don't
same,
want
bro.
them that kind of energy in your life anyway, because it is a very special and beautiful part of you. It's how you
My
love.
thing, my thing is like, yeah, my family rejected me, but like we have this fucking community of supportive.
Mm.
Bro, like when I first went to like my first Pride event, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? These kids think I'm a fucking goddess?"
I
Like
mean, you
I
are.
met I met so many people in like my first LGBT like the parade, like
Yeah.
the Pride, just Pride in general. And people fucking loved me. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Like my own family could say fuck me at any given moment.
Yeah.
But like we show so much love to each other,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
I think one of the
bro,
biggest
I
things I
thought
love about Pride is that there's so much joy there. There's like it's
so
radiating. You
much.
can feel it, like it's seeping into your skin. There's so like people are happy. There's so much
Bro,
joy there because you can walk around and just be yourself.
that shit's insane.
Mm.
Like, you have no idea. I was like, okay, I'm bisexual, so it's like I was there and I was like, this nigga fine as fuck, but he only want penis. I was like, why? Like I had moments I was like, why? Fuck is you doing, nigga? You fine as fuck. Like, give it to me and not to nobody else.
You never know. He might be bi. So
Nah, he was definitely
women,
homosexual as fuck.
gay men are hot. I will say that.
Some of them they be hot as fuck, and they be like that. As soon as you talk to them, they be like, "Hey," I'm like, "Yeah, you're gay. I can't. I
Yeah, but
can't."
they could be a real good best friend.
Yeah, no.
That's my
They
bestie.
are the best friends.
Yo, We
All right,
gotta
let's go
hit
to
up
the question. My bad.
SD. We gotta hit up SD Pride next year.
I went to SC Pride with some of my friends here. I convinced some of my friends here. Like, I run with people here.
Yeah.
I was like, come to SC Pride with me. Like, I just want to have fun. Let's do what it do. I went to like this pool party, like this gay pool party. Loved it.
Ooh.
Hella half naked bitches. Fuck with them.
Oh
Okay.
my god, yo, and you like have
Hey,
the nicest
no,
body I've ever seen in my life. They were probably
hey, I'm
drooling
trying.
over you. Hello, you probably had like
They
a line
were.
around the fucking corner, lining
They
up
kept
just
talking
to
about
like
my
talk to
abs.
you.
They kept talking about my abs. I was over it. I was like, I'm just
I
trying to
will
work on
never
that.
go to a pool party with you because I would just feel very insecure, and then like I would even feel more insecure because everybody would be talking to you.
Nah, no, fuck you, Mariah. You gonna come with me, okay?
I definitely want to come. I've never been to SD Pride, so I definitely want to come down for SD Pride next year.
Let's do it. Let's do it next year. Yeah.
Done. Okay.
Done.
All right. I got two more
Okay, mark
questions.
one. We getting off fucking topic. My bad. Go ahead.
All right. What is one thing that you take pride in, as in being a part of the LGBTQ community?
I take pride in being an advocate. Like, I just want people to like confide in me. Like, if you feel some type of way about coming out to your parents, you think they're gonna like judge you. It don't matter what they do in that moment. If you know exactly who the fuck you are in that moment, come out, bro. Like, stop hiding your true self. And I told this to so many people before, bro. Like, I've been a part of people and it was like I've never like they 35, 40, haven't came out to their parents yet. I was like, well, are you fucking kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
this type of shit I'm on. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And I was just like, okay. I feel like everybody, once you feel and you know yourself and you know within yourself like who you are, it's hard to figure out yourself sometimes. But like when you know, you fucking know. You know, right, Mariah?
Yep.
Agree? When you know. Like, damn, I'm gonna check to this woman over this guy. I'm gonna go pursue this. You know when you
Yeah.
know. And I just like in every moment, I just feel like every person should just like speak their truth.
I agree. I completely agree with that.
I've had people in their 30s and 40s not coming out to their parents. Why haven't you came out to your parents yet? You're 40 years old. You're grown. You should not care what they think, like all that type shit. But like they never come out to their parents, like and they 50, 60. You're gay. We know you're gay, my guy. But you don't
They gotta
come out to your
know.
parents.
They gotta
Yeah,
know.
They know. They know.
I mean,
But
my
like,
parents, even though I got outed, they pretty much knew about me because I never had a boyfriend. I was just not interested. Like, I think that women are on a spectrum, right? My spectrum is like way the fuck over there. Because I'm almost like 100p. But
you're gay. Okay.
yeah, I'm gay. But they knew because I never, like, I was like in my 20s, like early 20s. I'd never had a boyfriend, never interested in guys at all.
In your 20s, you didn't have a boyfriend?
No, I've never had a boyfriend. No, I've never had a boyfriend.
I think I was like Despicable Me. Like, I legit had 2 boyfriends. and then like the girls will like flow in.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't really care what they doing. But like I was like I was more into the women than I was into the men.
Always.
Then it was like, damn, I like both though. Like as I got older and matured, I was like, I like both.
I was always into girls. I mean, even as a child, I could see myself wanting the attention of women and girls over dudes. And like my best friend was a guy, and I always wanted to like hang out with the boys because like that's how I felt. Like I felt more like on their level than I did on like the girly girls level and stuff, playing with dolls and shit. But like always wanted the attention of women, of girls.
But how weird is it for me? Okay, like I told you I had 7 brothers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, imagine growing up.
That's
I grew
crazy.
up in a household of 5 boys. So it's 5 boys and just me. And then boys being boys, cool. But then like we would have family gatherings, like all this shit. But like everybody was males, men on top of men. I had no interaction with women until I was 16. Like to the time I grew up to 16. 0 to 16, I had nothing but men interactions. So it's just like I want to be like these niggas.
Yeah.
Like I want to be like my homies. I want to be like my cousins. So like they talk. Only thing they did was talk about women, especially when we got mature and older, and like everybody wanted cheeks and shit. Everybody was getting horny. You know that type of shit.
Everybody's chasing that tail.
Everybody was getting horny. Okay, so like only thing was talked about in my vicinity was women. And I was like, that shit kind of sound kind
Mm-hmm.
of nice. If we talking about like, I'm trying to get and see what that feel like.
Yeah.
Okay, but that happened to me, and then after that, when I finally went to college and I dispersed, I'm not gonna lie, let me stop. I had an incident with a girl sophomore year of high school.
Oh, okay.
We was playing basketball together, AAU type
Oh, like
shit.
loving
Like
basketball, like that.
Memphis, no, we was playing basketball together,
Uh,
and then she was just like, she was showing this certain interest in me, and I was like, okay, well, like, I like you too, like that type shit. I like you, you like me, I like you too, that type bullshit,
uh,
everybody was on that type shit, Mariah. Come on,
yeah.
don't
Yeah.
stop, Mariah, you finna embarrass me, I can't.
I was just
But like,
listening. I was just listening.
like she like me, I like her. Come on, like that type shit. And then we started. I told you we was making out. We was like kissing and shit. That was my sophomore year, and I was like, okay, well, the shit was amazing.
This is
That was the
nice.
best.
This is
It was the
nice.
best time I ever had in my life. But then sophomore year, junior year in high school, I got a boyfriend. And
Mm.
I was on his shit. Like me and him was like making out, we was on our thing, like, but I was like thinking about women.
Oh my
And then
god.
like sophomore year, freshman year of college, I stayed by myself, didn't talk to nobody, whatever. Sophomore year, I finally got my first girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, like I actually fuck with this girl, but like she's the baddest bitch on campus right now. Like I was like, I pulled the baddest bitch on campus. I did that because I was that nigga, yo. I did
Yo,
that,
that first love, the first love with a girl, I'm telling you, that is like the most intense shit. And then when it ends, my heart was like shattered into a million pieces on the floor. I cried for 3 days straight. My my eyes were swollen. I couldn't even see. Like,
same.
that shit was intense.
I was fucking with Shorty, but like when I say she used me, I didn't understand the concept of like getting used. I had like you know how like when you're in college and then you get like scholarship because like your parents are broke.
Mm-hmm.
And you get, what is it called? What is it
Uh,
called when your parents are broke and then you
so,
go
so-
to, what the fuck is it
like
called?
like a financial aid?
Yeah, financial aid. Yes.
Yeah.
I got $2,000 I got $2,000. I thought I was the richest bitch on earth. Come on. I thought I was rich with $2,000. Come on.
Hell yeah.
I'm fucking with $2,000.
I'll buy you this, I'll buy you that.
But when I say Shorty only used me for the rent,
No.
and I saw text messages. She was like, she texted her best friend. She was like, Erica is only around because she's paying my rent right now. I saw that after like a year of dating this girl, and I was like, but her, okay, like devastated at this
Wait,
point.
just what's her name again? I was just wondering what's her name? What's her address? I'm just curious. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Oh god, her name is complicated. Correct. But like she legit used me, bro, for all the money I had.
That's so fucked up.
That shit hurt me to the core. But like at the same time, she hurt me to the core, but like that was my junior and senior year, and then it was like I had this full ride and I was gonna like be professional at track and field, and then like everything worked out for me.
Yeah.
But she ended up getting pregnant. She cheated on me like multiple times.
Karma's a bitch.
She didn't know because like I didn't like she cheated on me, but I didn't know because I was always at a track meet when she cheated on me, like that type shit. So Shorty cheated on me. Shorty was only using me for rent. Shorty was like, didn't give a fuck about my feelings, but like I ended up on top, bro. She had a whole kid and she's struggling right now. But me?
But you fucking in Japan last year. Wait, no, it wasn't last year. It was.
It was.
It was like September. It's September.
Hey, this was not a year ago. This shit was September.
Yo,
damn.
Honestly, I have no concept of time after 2020. I have no concept of time. Here's my thing though. I think that like when situations like that happen, if you exit them gracefully and you stay on top of your shit, you're always gonna come out on top, right? Like you came out on top. I don't know if you exited gracefully. You probably sent her some. Did you? Okay. I mean, I feel like at this point I know you. Like you're dope as shit. Like I feel like you could fuck a bitch up and you would, but like I feel like you're the nicest person, like one of the nicest people I know.
She hit me up multiple times on some like, I hope you're doing well type shit. We don't fuck with that though.
Yeah, like after all the facts.
You're
like,
done.
Do you not remember that you were using me? What?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here's the question.
What?
Spark asked, regarding family that may not accept you for your sexual orientation, where does religion fit into that matter? Did you grow up in a religious household?
I did. Like I was in church 24/8 on every Sunday. Every Sunday I was in motherfucking goddamn church from 9 to 5. I feel like I was on a job. What you talking about?
Oof.
I hate that.
Did your
Like I would
church ever
go.
talk about homosexuality?
No, 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 no,
No?
no.
Okay.
They just made it known from the jump. They didn't mess with it at all.
Yeah. So you don't
So
talk
like
about it.
we never talked about it, and it was just like, damn, like can y'all just like give me some insight? So
Yeah.
like I kid you not, as a kid, like my brothers were so rude and so mean that like my grandmother was like waking us up for church Sunday morning. She would wake us up, and my brothers was like just roll over and just like, nah, I'm not going to church. Like fuck it, like that type shit,
Mm-hmm.
like mean. So like I felt bad because I was the only girl. So I was like, okay, my grandmother want all of us to go to church, so I feel bad if I don't go. So I was
Yeah.
like, let me get up and go to church with my grandmother.
Oh
So it
my
was just
God.
me and my grandma all the time. She would take me to church. We would do Sunday school.
Oh
We
my
would
God.
read our little verses. We do all that stuff. And then after Sunday school at 9 a.m., we would go to service. After service, it's more service. I'm just confused. I'm confused at this point. Like
Mm.
so, it's like 9 to 5 at this point. And my grandma was part of the choir. My grandma was part of every part. Like my grandma was part of every part of the church that
Yeah.
every club there was. My grandma was there, and I'm like, God damn.
I have a similar experience. My mom was conservative Christian,
Yep.
and so I grew up going to church with her. And uh, sh- homosexuality wasn't really talked about back then either.
Ever, ever. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just knew it was wrong, right? I knew that if you were gay, you were going to hell. That's a lot to put on a child, right? Like if you are who you are, something that you know that you have inside of you, and to know that like you could be like eternal damnation for being that person, it's a lot. Trust me, I've worked through a lot of shit with my therapist about that. But
No, it's weird.
yeah, but once I got into high school, my mom didn't force us to go to church anymore, which I think was amazing. She was very tolerant and accepting. I think that's how I learned how to coexist with people that I didn't necessarily agree with on things, because like my brother is atheist and my dad doesn't go to church, but my mom was very,
For
very
real?
strong.
Your brother's atheist?
Yeah, my mom
How do
was.
you feel about it though? Like, let's pause. How do
I
you feel
mean,
about your
I
brother?
don't consider myself atheist because I think
No,
that
you don't. But like, how do you feel about your brother feeling that way though?
honestly, I don't care. I don't care because I'm not religious at all. I don't
Okay.
consider
Okay. What
myself
do you?
atheist because I think atheism is pretty arrogant. I think like for us to say that there's nothing else out there, like thinking that we know that there isn't, like the human brain is a baby. Science is such a baby in like the grand scheme of things. So to say that there's nothing else that exists out there, no higher power, whatever, no energy,
But
no
there
0 point field,
though.
no other shit, like I don't think I don't think we have that knowledge or that information. But I'm not religious. I'm not a Christian. I don't believe in the Bible. I think the Bible was written by men.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where I sit. But I also I think that you are allowed to believe in whatever you want to believe in, because I can't tell you that something doesn't exist, right? Because we don't really know. So that's how I feel about that. But like my mom was that way. And so I think I got that from her, which I think was really great, is like we had a household of people that believed in a lot of different things. And so we were able to coexist. My mom was a really fucking good person. So like she never pointed fingers. She never was like, you're going to hell for this. She never forced her beliefs on us. So that was cool.
And my mom is a funny person. Like I feel like in my personality and I get them from both my mom and my dad. Like we're both funny, but like I feel like me and all of my brothers, we all get men. I get men and women off my personality. They get women off their personality, and it's just like I pick up so many traits from my parents. It's just like, why don't you accept who I am?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why don't you accept, like, it don't matter who I am. Like, you know exactly who the fuck I am, because like they didn't raise me, but like, come on, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you get me because like you know who you are, and
Yeah.
my dad know who he are. Like, come on, bro.
You brought a
Like
girl home and they saw
I
right through that shit.
I brought a girl home, and my dad legit like came to me after she left, and he was like, who is that? And I was like, yeah, that's the girl I play basketball with her. And he was like, you like her, huh? And I was like, yeah, kinda. And
Oh.
then And then my dad was just like, he was like, I fucking knew it, like the whole time. So like, he's like, my dad saw right through my being, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, damn, like I fuck with my dad heavy, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with him, but like to this day, they feel some type of way because they didn't raise me. Like I feel a disconnect from my mom and my dad,
Mm-hmm.
and I wish I was closer to them. Like I kid you not, like I want to cry about that shit. Like most
Yeah.
of the time,
Yeah.
my mom and my dad, like the fact that they didn't raise me, they feel some type of way about it. And I'm like, mom and dad, like, just try to connect with me, try to be one with me, but they don't try, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like this is hard.
Yeah.
But like my grandparents raised me, but like my at the end of the day, I want my mom and my dad to like feel like I care about them, but they don't care about me. That's how I
Yeah.
felt my whole life, you know. It's just
Yeah.
hard.
I
It's so
get
hard.
it. I get it. I mean, I went through some similar shit. Like, I didn't feel like my mother give a shit about me. She didn't even hold me when I was born, you know? So,
Yeah.
but I think it, also as children, like having those abandonment issues is shitty, you know? Um, but I think that like maybe approaching it apart from uh them being your parents and you being their child and just approaching it from a friendship place.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? Like, what is this about? What is this whole conversation about? It's about communication, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Basically.
you might have to just sit them down and be like, listen, this is what the fuck it is, right? Like, you didn't raise me, but I want to have a relationship with you. You probably won't talk to them like this, but like, be like, look, I want to
No,
have a
no,
relationship
no.
with you and I want to feel your love. Like, fucking love me, bitch. I mean, don't say it like that, but you know, like, sometimes like brutal honesty and brutal open communication and laying it all out there, it's so hard at the time, but it can be a really good thing. I had a conversation with my dad the last time I was visiting him, and it was a couple months ago. And I sat down and I was just very, very open with him. He was, he was feeling a certain way because his wife he has another wife. He got remarried. And, like they were kind of going through stuff. And I was like, you gotta communicate. Like and he was telling me about it. I was like, you just gotta tell him. I was like, it's not easy for me to tell you stuff sometimes, but I've gotten to a place in my life where I have to. And the next day he was like, thank you for saying that to me. I really feel like communicating, I think you're right about it. And I've always had a hard time. My dad has always had a hard time communicating, and he talked to her about it and they worked through it and stuff. And like communication is hard as shit, but it is so necessary. Yes, Ebony, it is so necessary. But Bougard, I want you to have the best relationship with your parents, but it's tricky because like you didn't have a traditional upbringing, and it's probably going to be something that you got to work on consistently. But I really do hope that it gets to a place where it can have you feeling less sad about that shit, because you deserve their love 100%. Okay, well, you can answer my question while I'm doing this. This is the last question.
Yep.
It's probably the most important question.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite true crime documentary?
What's this nigga name that damn, I forgot his name. Hold on, give me a second.
Yo, me and Bougard love the shit out of some true crime. I'm obsessed with true crime. Y'all know that I'm obsessed with true crime.
You ready, Mariah?
I'm ready. Let's talk about this true crime.
John Wayne Gacy. Do you know who that is?
John Wayne Gacy. Yeah, he was a clown. Was he the clown? Yeah.
Let's go. Yes.
Oh no.
How the fuck do white people get away with murdering like multiple people and burying them in their own fucking house? This nigga, like,
dude, in his underneath his house, right?
Nope, underneath his house, this nigga had concrete and fucking graves under his house. He had like 17, 13 people under his shit. You want me to tell me this white nigga got away with this shit? Yeah. But black people pull out a gun and get killed.
Black people don't do anything and they get killed.
No. White people can like, come on, John Wayne Gacy. If y'all don't know about him, then y'all out of there. But like, he murdered kids.
Yo, but you know what though? He was gay, and he came from like a really abusive family.
I don't give a fuck about that, but like, why he killed so many kids though? He killed kids. I don't like when people kill kids, bro. Like, you can kill anybody else. Don't kill kids.
He was fucking crazy. Like, yeah, like the young guys, right?
Young guys. Anybody was young and was like into him, and like You know, like working for him, he had this whole like construction job. Like he hired people for like construction. He had much. He would like hire people with his construction job, and he would kill the same kids and then bury them under his house.
Yo.
How?
And then he had
How?
like, he would keep like little like keepsakes of their shit.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God, that shit's crazy.
Let's go, gang.
All right.
Hey, I hope you enjoy this. This was my LGBTQ. This is my coming out story, basically. And I fuck with Nike for this. They helped me out a lot.
I feel like I'm a proud mom sometimes.
What?
Sorry, it's starting to go over.
Around this bag. We are him. Her. They are us. The battles we face today proclaim us the warriors of tomorrow. They've knocked us down, but we've gotten back up. Sometimes we've had journeys with no direction, as we kept balance in a world full of chaos. Smiling and cheering even at our lowest, because brighter days will come.
There's Erica Bougard, U.S. champion.
This is our time. To the battles we thought would never end. But we've got the ball in our hands now, moving to the rhythm of our own beat, diving into life with no regrets, to the leap of faith without a doubt. Our team's showing the world, honey, we could fight back. Not giving up because we're fighting for the younger us to be free of fear. And we'll do it again and again and again. Because we are different. We're phenomenal. Success is never sweet without a fight. So keep fighting until we all win. Because we all win.
Oh my God, it's so good. Yo, that makes me emotional. Like, I'm so proud of you. And yo, when I watch you run, I tell you, I kid you not, I get like crazy fucking chills. Like, watching you compete is like, oh my God, I don't know what to say. I'm just like fangirling a little bit. And I think you're like so fucking amazing. You're so dope. And you like deserve to have a world stage, because like you have so much positivity to like put out there. And I love it. Oh my God. And I'm emotional because it's like, gay people, LGBTQ community, like we don't have these kinds of platforms. And so to see something like that as big as Nike doing something like that, like it just
crazy, right? This was like pandemic though. Like people didn't pay much attention to me then. So just like I did that commercial and then like nobody cares. But like I did the commercial. Like it's an actual commercial, bro. Like this shit was
that's insane.
This is insane, you know?
Oh my
but
God.
Like, hey, I'm glad you fuck with it, Mariah.
I do. I'm getting emotional right now, but I love you so much. I think you're one of the coolest people I've ever met, and I feel so lucky to have met you and become friends with you. And like, you inspire me, and it's the dopest shit ever.
Go, baby.
All right, gas yourself. Gas the hell out of yourself. Your socials. I have your Twitch down there and your Instagram.
Everything. If y'all know me, y'all know everything is like Bougard to the T with 2 Ds. Do your thing. If you want to follow me, do your thing. And then Twitch, I prefer y'all follow me on Twitch because like I'm trying to start my streaming off and I'm trying to get my shit popping. Come on. It's Bougard with 2 Ds. And we're chilling. Let's go.
Hold on. Okay. What you got coming up though with like track and field and shit? Like you got any meets coming up or anything we can watch?
January, February. So
January, February. So you just chilling and training right now. Okay.
Yeah, no, I will definitely hit you with links and stuff, but like we don't start no time soon, so we're chilling.
Got you. Bougard, I love you. Thank you so much for being a part of this. I'm going to upload this on YouTube, and so it'll have a place to live. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more of these and just having a platform for people to talk about anything that's, you know, taboo or a little hard to talk about, but, you know, giving space for people.
All right, whole lot of gang. I'm going to be watching your stream. Let me know what happened.
Let's go. Yeah, and we're going to play some Warzone right now, so let's fucking go. Love you, homie. Thank you so much.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye. Whoa, y'all. My heart is so full right now. It really is. And Bougard's so fucking amazing. I want to support her in any fucking way that I can. Like, she is such an amazing person. Please go follow her right now on all her platforms. Okay, once again, thank you to BBTMO. He sponsored this stream. An amazing human being that is really so selfless and just out here to help out people of color and women of color in this industry. it's an amazing thing when you come across people that are like that. And so whatever I get from this and moving forward, I hope that I can also share that and spread that love and do my best to create platforms for people like Erica. So like we can like talk and like hear each other's stories and communication. That's it. That's the most important thing. All right, guys. Mariah Hard Conversations is over. What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for watching. As mentioned in the video, if you're having trouble coming out or you need somebody to talk to, please check the description below. I put in tons of resources, tons of different phone numbers, and they're all aimed at helping the LGBTQ plus community. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to leave a comment, shoot me an email, hit me up wherever you can find me on any of my socials. Stay safe out there, and remember, you're not alone. We'll see you next time.
Got snow.